Welcome back to another rebuild I have for you guys here today on Madden 21. Today it's going to be a realistic rebuild of the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are a pretty good team, right? They're 7-4 right now, and that score in the top left is not accurate. That's just because you can't actually start at week 13 just yet. Even though week 12 finished, you still can't start here. So what I did is start in week 12 and then just forced every win that happened. So that's why the score might look a little bit different for some of these games. But regardless, if you end up enjoying this video, I'd really appreciate it if you can hit that like button down below. And, you know, maybe consider subscribing to the channel if you like watching Madden 21 franchise content. Let's go ahead and start talking about the team, though. So the Colts do have a really solid team. They have a really good defense. They have a pretty good offense. Their offense is technically better than their defense in terms of overall. But on the offense, they have Phillip Rivers at quarterback. He's an 83 overall. He's very old, right? Spent like his entire career on the Chargers. He should be good to at least, like, you know, finish this season. I don't know if he's going to have another season here in this franchise. He might, if he's still like an 80 or something like that. Maybe we can bring him back. I don't really want to. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I kind of want to draft a quarterback, but I'm not sure if we're going to be in the position to do that. At running back, they would normally have Marlon Mack here, but of course he's hurt, so Nyheim Hines and Jonathan Taylor have been the running backs. Also, Jordan Wilkins is down here. Jonathan Taylor has at least star development, so he has a lot of potential. I just don't know if he's really going to be able to develop into anything. It's so hard to develop running backs in Madden. I can never do it. I don't know if anyone can. I just can't do it. At receiver, we have T.Y. Hilton, Zach Pascal, and Michael Pittman Jr. Of course, Michael Pittman, fellow YouTuber. He also, on the side, is an NFL wide receiver. But Michael Pittman is actually very good. He's been playing really well for this team as a rookie. I want to get him as involved as possible. We're just going to finish out this season with whatever they have already set up, like position-wise and stuff like that. But I probably will have him play the slot going forward. Maybe the two in the slot, something like that. T.Y. Hilton, man. T.Y. Hilton used to be so good. He's just not putting up the same numbers or anything like that anymore. I'm not sure if he really has been regressing that badly. I haven't watched many Colts games. But T.Y. Hilton was always such a fun player to watch, him and Andrew Luck together on this team. But he's down to an 83 now. Superstar development still. I don't really think that's going to save him, though. On the offensive line, we have Quentin Nelson. Arguably, like, the best offensive lineman to get in this entire game. He's a 95. He's still super young. Very good left guard. Ryan Kelly is a solid center. Braden Smith is a good right tackle. Anthony Costanzo is a good left tackle as well. They have a pretty good group of 3 tight ends. Jack Doyle, Trey Burton, Mo Alley Cox, all pretty good. And then on the defense, we have Darius Leonard. And I kind of feel like it's a crime that he's at star development. I feel like he should be at least superstar by now. DeForest Buckner, speaking of superstars, 91 overall for him. Rocky Sin is the #1 corner. He's still young, has star development. I definitely think he can develop. Kenny Moore is also pretty good. He's a good slot corner. Fine keeping him there probably the rest of this rebuild. Xavier Rhodes has been actually pretty decent, I feel like, for the Colts. 81 overall for him, only normal development. And then we have Julian Blackman at free safety. He's been really good here as a rookie out of Utah. He should be able to start at free safety the rest of the rebuild, most likely. Malik Hooker, I think, should still be on this team, right? He's just hurt as well, so we'll get him back next season. That'll be fun. Bobby Okariki's still pretty young, so we can probably try to develop him. Justin Houston obviously used to be insane. He's an 81. I guess he's not bad. Grover Stewart's pretty good here. 84 overall for him. Only 26 years of age, so this defensive tackle duo will be pretty good for the next couple seasons. And then Danico Autry is the left end. So we definitely need some different edge rushers at some point in the near future. And I'm sure we can do that in the offseason and the draft and whatnot. But yeah, those are the Colts. They're definitely good. I think they're going to make the playoffs this year. The Titans are also very good in the same division, of course. What's the record looking like right now for the Titans? They're 8-3. The Colts are 7-4. So it's pretty much between those two teams. The Texans aren't technically out of it yet, but pretty unlikely. But anyway, I'll simulate now to the end of the season, and I'll let you know what the record is all about. The team missed out on the playoffs. Actually, kind of surprising. I really thought they were going to make it. They finished 8-8. All right, 11-5 for the Titans, 7-9 for the Texans, 4-12 for the Jaguars. Phillip Rivers, over 4,000 yards, 4,143, 20 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. Really not a great season there for him. Rushing-wise, Jonathan Taylor, 677 yards, 7 touchdowns. Not too bad. He probably won't play like that well, though, any season after this. I might give him another shot. I don't really know. It's probably wise just to go out and sign a running back. We'll figure it out. Maybe we can lowball Marlon Mack in free agency and get him back on the team or something. None of these receivers really had any crazy kind of seasons, but the ball was distributed fairly well. I guess I could say that much. Blocking-wise, should be very good. Yeah, not many sacks let up whatsoever. I think that's 12. And then defensively, 109 tackles for Darius Leonard. We have 6 tackles for loss for DeForest Buckner. This team gets, like, no pressure, apparently. Danico Autry got 8 sacks. That's pretty good, but no one else really with that many. We definitely need to revamp the defensive line, at least the edge rushers. Kari Willis had 4 picks, 3 for Xavier Rhodes, 2 for Julian Blackman and TJ Carey, 1 for Rocky Sin and Bobby Okereke. We have 2 defensive touchdowns. We have 2 safeties as well. And then blocked kicks, we don't have any. All right, so we were 23rd in the NFL on offense. Defensively, they were 2nd. That makes sense. Russell Wilson's going to win MVP. It's usually Patrick Mahomes. That's pretty surprising. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Patrick Mahomes. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Jordan Poyer. All right. Don't normally say his name on the top of that list. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Joe Burrow, but we do have Jonathan Taylor at number 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Patrick Queen. Julian Blackman at number 5. All right. I think Julian Blackman's going to develop really well. I really want Jonathan Taylor to develop. Like, I want to keep him as the running back. I might at least try it for this next season, but I guess it kind of depends on who is in free agency. Let's go straight to the Super Bowl now, and we're going to see who's in it. It's probably between the Chiefs and someone else. Actually, never mind. The Chiefs aren't in it. It's the Browns and the Packers. Let's advance by. Always going with the Browns. I can never not do that, so let's see if they win. They do not win, 31-28. All right, so did Phillip Rivers retire? He did not retire, but he's down to a 74. Also, I should point this out. I turned off the regression system. The regression system in this Madden is awful, so I turned it off. It doesn't make any sense. Players go down in development out of nowhere. My last rebuild with the Falcons, Von Miller had over 20 sacks, and he went down in development. So, you know, it doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to turn it off. I could keep it on and just change the players back who go down for no reason, but I don't want to do that. I don't know. I feel weird changing development traits like that. We're just going to let it go like this. Anyway, that was a long way of saying that. Phillip Rivers is down to a 74. I think he's a free agent as well. I don't know what to do with him. But we do have the best quarterback in this entire game, and Jacoby Brissett right beneath him. I could start Jacoby Brissett the rest of this time, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Marlon Mack. Now, I don't think I'm going to bring back Marlon Mack, at least right now. Maybe I give him a contract in free agency. Then we need to make a change probably at receiver at some point. Michael Pittman's good. We're going to need... I was going to say we're going to need a tight end, but we really don't for a little while. Let me also just generate the best lineup. Get everyone back here. Okay, well, first off, DeForest Buckner's up in development trait. Darius Leonard's up in development trait. So is Bobby Okereke and Xavier Rhodes. Okay, there's a lot of players up in development trait there. That's sick. Okay, also Malik Hooker is back, like I mentioned. He's going to be a good free safety this entire time. Julian Blackman is still going to play at some point. We'll figure out where he's going to play. Maybe him and Kari Willis can like split time at strong safety or something like that. But let's see who is available in free agency, at least for us to bring back here. So we had Marlon Mack. I saw him. I kind of do want Marlon Mack back on the team. I don't know, man. I don't want to give him a 5-year contract, though. I'm going to try to sign him in free agency, I think. T.Y. Hilton, I wouldn't mind giving like a 1-year contract to. He'd still be like a decent option to have. He's not going to accept this, though. I know he won't. Yeah, he's going to test out free agency. Maybe we can land him there. Justin Houston, I don't really know if I want back on the team. There's a lot of players who are kind of old who need contracts. So Phillip Rivers is here as well. He didn't really play well. I mean, we do have Jacoby Brissett. But I don't know if I really want Jacoby Brissett to start again. I'm going to try to lowball for Phillip Rivers in free agency. Blake Hooker, we will bring back, though. So we're finally going to get, like, one contract to go through. He's coming back to the team. Hopefully there. Okay, there we go. We got him back for another 5 seasons, I think. A lot of these guys I'm perfectly fine to let go of. There are some decent players here, but I think they're all very, very replaceable. Also, Jacoby Brissett's a free agent. I'll let him walk, too. Speaking of walking, Anthony Walker I'll bring back to the team. This is a pretty cheap contract. I don't mind this. We still have a lot of money. He's a decent linebacker. I do not want to give Trey Burton a 4-year contract. Xavier Rhodes played well. He's actually very cheap. If he wants this contract, I'll give it to him. That's fine. He's going to test out free agency. I'm not franchise tagging Xavier Rhodes. I'll tell you that much. Zach Pascal, maybe we can give a small contract to as well. Actually, no, that's pretty useless. There's usually some good receivers in free agency. Not saying he's not good, but there's usually younger receivers in free agency who I can totally go after. All right, so we could have given Marlon Mack a contract, but I want to see who's available in free agency. Richard Sherman, of course, is here. Juju Smith-Schuster would be really good on this team. Okay, I'm going to go after Juju Smith-Schuster. He's going to be a really good option. He's going to kind of replace T.Y. Hilton here, in a sense. Let's give him a contract. It's going to be a pretty big one. The Raiders are giving him a good bit of money, but I feel like if we go into the hundreds, we should be able to get him on the team. Okay, we're at 101 points on Juju Smith-Schuster. That should be enough to get him on the team. Marlon Mack is getting some contracts. Okay, that's interesting. Phillip Lindsay is not, though. I struggled a lot last rebuild, not having a good running back. I'm going to give Jonathan Taylor 1 full season to start. He's going to be the #1 running back, the #1 bell cow running back. If he doesn't produce, I'm going to replace him immediately. I'm not going to try to give him another year. So we're going to do that. You know, I know he's old, but I'm going to give a really small contract to Ryan Kerrigan. He's still a superstar. He's not a bad veteran. I don't mind having him on the team for 1 season. I think he will help out this defensive line for that 1 year. Xavier Rhodes isn't getting any offers as well, so we're going to lower this and give him a 1-year contract. We got Ryan Kerrigan, and we got Juju Smith-Schuster. Okay, Juju's going to be really big on this team. He'll probably be the number 1, and then I think I'm going to have Michael Pittman be the slot. And then we need a new quarterback. I really want to draft one. I hope I'm able to. If not, Jacob Eason is going to be the quarterback heading into this next year if I can't get one in the draft. We also got Xavier Rhodes on the team. Okay, cool. So we have him back on the roster once again. It actually turns out that Phillip Rivers is still in free agency and no one's given him a contract yet. So I'm going to try to get him on a really small deal for 1 more season. And if it comes down to it, he can be the quarterback. He accepted the offer. Okay, so we have Phillip Rivers if we really need him to start. I'm perfectly fine with that. We're going to hop into the draft now, though, and I'm still looking to get a different quarterback. Hopefully we can land one in the first round. We finished 8-8, so there's a chance we'll have a pretty decent draft pick. Okay, well, we have the 17th overall pick. That's not great. I don't think I'm going to trade up. I think I'm just going to simulate straight to pick number 17. I should have went 1 by 1. Whatever. Kyle Trask is the quarterback I wanted, and he's here. Kyle Pitts is available too, though. Kyle Pitts would be so good, and we could definitely use a tight end. But I'm going to go with a quarterback. Of course, quarterback, more important position. And I think he's going to turn out to be a pretty good player for us. Now, he's supposed to go in the 2nd round. But if he's a franchise caliber quarterback, it's certainly worth taking him in the 1st. I'm going to take him now. He's a 71, and he only has normal. I was really hoping he'd have better development trait than that. I haven't looked at him in Bengals draft class at all yet. So it's not surprising that he has normal. I'm still going to start him, though. And I really hope he can go off. I feel like I probably should have went after Pitts, but it's okay. Could have potentially gotten a computer-generated quarterback, but I kind of don't like doing that. I really do like drafting like actual quarterbacks. I think it's way more fun that way. Hopefully he can go off. That would be really big. I think with this pick, I'm going to go with Elijah Vera Tucker, because he'd be a really good selection right now, and he could probably play right guard. I'm good with that. He's going to come on the team now. He's a 73, and he has Hilton. That's perfect. So he's going to be our new starting right guard. And then maybe we can throw, who is it, Mark Lewinsky, either on the trade block, or we can just release him because we no longer need him on the team anymore. I think I'm going to take Brevin Jordan here because we still do need a tight end. He's a really good combine grade. I know nothing about him, but I'm still going to take him. Is he any good? He's a 71 with normal. He's not a bad tight end at all. 86 speed, 80 catching, 90 acceleration. I might start him over Jack Doyle, because Jack Doyle's only going to be getting a lot worse. And Brevin Jordan could potentially develop into at least a star. Like, you never know. That would be pretty big if he went up in development trait. All right, that works out then. That definitely works out. I think I'm going to go ahead and take another receiver. I'm going to go with Tylan Wallace here. He's a 69, and he has hidden development trait. That's fine. He's going to develop beneath Juju Smith-Schuster and Michael Pittman. He's going to be the number 3 receiver for this next season, and he can probably stay there this entire time. I think I'm really comfortable with the receiving core going into the rest of this rebuild. I'm just going to go with the middle linebacker here. Let's go with Monty Rice. The scout did a great job, by the way. I had auto scouting on like the entire season, and he's done like nothing, so that's always great. 65 overall middle linebacker. Certainly not too bad. Honestly, I might as well just simulate to the end of the draft. Actually, before I do that, let me take one more pick. We got to go ahead, since it's his draft class, I haven't done this yet, we got to go ahead and take Gene Dangus. He's a 69 overall, and I'm pretty sure he's a superstar X Factor. He's also number 69. Okay, we got to go ahead and take Gene, the best punter in the entire nation. I simulated my last pick there. I could have traded it away, but you really don't get too much for 7th round draft picks. Who did the team take, I guess, with that selection? Let's go ahead and check. We get a 60 overall right tackle, so he's not too good. But we potentially have a franchise quarterback. I don't know if Kyle Trask is going to turn out to be that. I really hope so. That would be really big, because I passed up on Kyle Pitts for him, and Pitts would have been a really cool player. We also have a great-looking left guard. Brevin Jordan could be a starting tight end. We have a number 3 receiver, a backup middle linebacker, and the best player in the entire draft. So I think it worked out pretty well. I think that draft went all right. It could have been a little bit better, but I'm not dissatisfied with it, I guess. Trevor Lawrence, number 1 overall. Justin Fields, number 2 overall. To the Bengals. Really? That's where Justin Fields went? Wow, if only they had a superstar quarterback who they just drafted. That'd be crazy. Penei Sewell went to the Jaguars. Micah Parsons to the Chargers. Trey Lance to the Broncos. That'd be interesting, too. Patrick Surtain to the Panthers. Jamar Chase to the Eagles. Can this, like, please happen? I would be so happy. Caleb Farley going to the Cowboys. Zach Wilson going to Washington. And then Gregory Rousseau going to the Panthers. All right, so this was an interesting top 10. I don't know why Justin Fields went to the Bengals. That makes 0 sense. I thought Madden changed their draft logic, but it really doesn't seem like they did. Okay, the team here for this next season is an 83 overall, 83 offense, and an 83 defense. I think this team has a good bit of potential. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year, though. They very well could. It kind of depends on how Kyle Trask and Jonathan Taylor play. But I'm not expecting Jonathan Taylor to do too much. Kind of the same thing with Kyle Trask. Hopefully they both prove me wrong, though. Juju Smith-Schuster joins the team as this team's #1 receiver now. Also, I'm going to throw Mark Lewinsky on the trade block because we no longer really need him. If nobody wants to trade for him, I'm just going to cut him. Also, Brevin Jordan is going to be starting at tight end. He's the fullback. Hang on a second. You're going to be the fullback, I guess. And then Brevin Jordan is going to be starting at tight end. And then defensively, not too much changed on this side. We have Ryan Kerrigan now on the team. That's pretty cool, I guess. Also, Julian Blackman will be starting at strong safety. But yeah, this is the team. I think they can be okay, but I'm kind of feeling another 8-8, 7-9 kind of season here. All right, so at the mid-season mark, I feel like there's a chance this team is winless. They are not. They're 2-5. Okay. We're in 3rd place, 4-3 for the Texans and the Jags, 2-5 as well for the Titans. That division completely flipped. Okay. The development traits of the right guard is star. He's also up to a 78 already. He's doing really well over there. I'm very happy with that draft choice. And then I don't think we really have anything else to reveal in the defense. Let's bring back some players. Quentin Nelson is the top free agent. Definitely want him back as long as I possibly can. Darius Leonard, same thing. Grover Stewart, I wouldn't mind bringing back. Braden Smith, I want back. Anthony Costanzo. For 1 more year, I'll certainly bring him back. A lot of these guys, though, I think I can let go of. I never cut Mark Lewinsky. I'll do that after this. We also didn't get any trade offers for him. I just forgot to cut him. But I'll get back Quentin Nelson, Darius Leonard, Grover Stewart, Braden Smith, and Anthony Costanzo all before the season is over. All right, so the team is not in the playoffs, but we did just crush the Titans, 42-9. All right. We finished 5-11. We really didn't even have to do all that much in order to make it into the playoffs. Kyle Trask had 34 touchdowns, 10 picks. Okay, he had a good season. Honestly, I'm good with this then. I'm good to keep him on the team as the quarterback. He had a really good year. Jonathan Taylor, not so much. So I think I have to get a different running back. Unless he's like an 82, 83, I'm going to replace him. I don't think he would have developed that much. Michael Pittman had a really good season. Juju Smith-Schuster over 1,000 yards. Brevin Jordan had a good year as well. Tylan Wallace caught 3 touchdowns. I guess that's something to point out. The sacks should be very low. Oh, never mind. Anthony Costanzo was awful. Even Ryan Kelly wasn't too good. Interesting. Defensively, 115 tackles for Darius Leonard. We have 112 for Bobby Okereke. 19 tackles for loss for DeForest Buckner with 9.5 sacks. He had a really good season. 4.5 for Kamoko Toure. 3 for Ryan Kerrigan. Not a bad free agent acquisition, I guess. 11 tackles for loss for him as well. Malik Hooker gets 5 picks. 4 for Kenny Moore. 3 for Darius Leonard. 2 for Xavier Rhodes. 1 for Bobby Okereke and Anthony Walker. We didn't get a touchdown, but we do have a safety and a blocked kick. We were 28th in the NFL on offense. And then defensively, we were 4th. Okay, so once again, I feel like if I get a good running back, we'll be good. But also, didn't I mention this is the best quarterback to have in a Madden rebuild? Yeah, there he is. Nobody from the Colts, and also I see Trevor Lawrence down there. He probably won Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's sad, but it happens. Anybody from the Colts on this list? Sadly, no. Also, Trey Lance was there as well. All right, Defensive Player of the Year is Logan Wilson. Okay. Darius Leonard, though, at number 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, and then Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask did all right, though. I don't mind it. Brevin Jordan at number 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Anybody from the Colts? No, I don't see anyone. That's fine. I don't really think we had any defensive rookies starting anyway, but I'll see you guys now in the Super Bowl. The Browns are in the Super Bowl again. This time they're taking on the Bears. Going with the Browns. No way they lose 2 in a row, right? They do not lose 2 in a row. 32-22. They're going to take down the Bears. Let's go ahead and check out development trade upgrades. I feel like Kyle Trask should be up to star. He's not. That's fine. Michael Pittman, though, is up to superstar. That's really cool. Also, Anthony Costanzo just went ahead and retired. That's fun. I give him a contract, too. Brevin Jordan is up in development trade. That's kind of what I was talking about. I also didn't cut Mark Lewinsky. Why am I so dumb? Leave. I don't think that really does too much right now, but whatever. Anyway, this is what I was talking about before. That's why I thought he was a pretty good draft pick, because he's already a higher overall than Jack Doyle is. So that's perfect. Defensively, Darius Leonard up to Superstar X Factor. Bobby Okereke up to Superstar. Malik Hooker also up to Superstar. That is sick. Okay, so we still have a pretty good group in general. We just need a new running back, I think. And this team can start to flourish. Also now a new left tackle. But I think we can address both of those here. Or at least one of those in free agency. We should be able to get a different running back. We have just under $60 million to spend. That's more than enough money. Jair Alexander, Fred Warner, Those guys are always here. Wyatt Teller's here this time. That's interesting. He's also not getting any contracts for some reason. Okay. All right, so let me get the couple players that I need. There's really still not like a good running back. I'm so tired of using like bad running backs. I don't think Rojo would be that much better. And by bad running backs, I just mean like 80 overall running backs. They never work out for me. I'll try Rojo. Maybe. Don't think he's going to do all that much though. Some pretty cool receivers here. Christian Kirk I don't normally see. We don't need a tight end anymore. Orlando Brown. Yeah, I'm going to get Orlando Brown. Let's just get the best possible offensive line for whoever starts at running back. I'm good with that. I do want a new edge rusher as well. Marcus Davenport would be really good. I'm going to give him a contract too. I was going to say, I saw Harold Landry as well. Harold Landry would be interesting. Because then we could use the draft pick we have to go elsewhere. We wouldn't have to get a defensive end. I'm not going to get Von Miller. I could. I got him last time though. So I don't really want to do that again. I kind of want to go after Harold Landry. He's up to superstar as well. We're going to spend a lot of money. This team has a ton of money. So I think it's fair. That's already enough to get him, or at least be in first place. Let's up this a little bit more. 96 total points. Maybe a tad bit more, and then I'll advance by and see if we got all these guys. I just really am worried about the running back situation again. I don't think Ronald Jones is going to be it. Let's see who we got. We got Orlando Brown. We did not get Harold Landry. Okay, well, at least we got a left tackle. It kind of sucks we didn't get Harold Landry. That's fine. There's some pretty good-looking defensive ends in the draft I could probably go after. I'm not going to get Jair Alexander again, dude. I keep going after him because he's just always here, and he never gets contracts, and I don't understand why. Marcus Davenport, Ronald Jones, we're still the only two teams bidding on them. I'm going to test the waters. I'm going to give him an incredibly small contract. If he accepts, then whatever, man. Guess it's not super realistic anymore after that, but it's so annoying that this keeps happening in every single franchise. 38 points. If he joins the team for 38 points, then I deserve him. I don't know what else to say. We're going to get Jair Alexander. Dude, I don't understand this game. Fine. I mean, I'll take him. Why not, dude? Marcus Davenport also accepted. Is Ronald Jones really just like not going to accept? We're the only team bidding on him, and we gave him a pretty good contract. I'm not raising that. We got Ronald Jones. All right, so we at least have somebody who should play better than Jonathan Taylor for this next season. Also, I'm pretty much done with scouting. Let's just go straight into the draft. I think I know at least what positions I want to take in the first and the second rounds. We have the 3rd overall pick, so we should have a pretty good selection here. I do want a defensive end. The quarterback's going to go first. Interesting. Also, to the Cardinals? Wait, dude, this game makes no sense. Washington takes a quarterback. What did they take last year? I'll give you a hint. It's a quarterback. Yeah, Zach Wilson's an 80. Why would they take a 72? All right. Well, I guess I have my pick at defensive end. Let me see if the Chargers want to trade up. I doubt it, but might as well check. I don't want either of those. A first-round draft pick next year for Washington would be pretty nice, but I'm going to use this pick to get a defensive end. Now I just have to make the decision because there are 3 really good-looking defensive ends. There's this guy, Cedric Arthur. Early first-round talent, early first-round projection. There's also this guy, Gil Clifton. There's also Tyron Crosby. Oh, this is tough. I think I'm going to take Cedric Arthur. He has a really good combine grade. Early first-round projection. Maybe that kind of alludes to hidden development trait. That's really all I'm looking for here. Honestly, they all look really good. I don't think there is necessarily a wrong choice, at least from the information I'm given now. I'm going to take Cedric Arthur. He has normal. That sucks. He's still good, though. Ah, that's rough. I'm going to check out those other 2 guys, and they're both going to have, like, superstar. I'm going to be very upset with myself. Okay, now, in the second round, I'm going to make a pretty interesting selection. Because there's still a player left who looks way too good not to take. Speaking of that, there's Joe Jones. That guy looks good, too. 4.54 speed. Man can fly. Yeah, there's this running back with an 8 combine grade. And he had a good draft story about him. So, I don't really know how I can pass up on that man. If he's like a 79 or an 80 with hidden, maybe he can develop and do like a really good running back one day. He's going to be the power back regardless though. So, I'm just going to take him now. He's a 75 with hidden. He's still going to be the power back. This guy is really good. 91 speed, 94 acceleration, 88 agility, 79 trucking though, 70 catching. That guy's a great running back. If I were doing like a really long rebuild, I'd probably start him and really try to develop him into something special. But for now, it's going to be Ronald Jones being the number 1 running back for the most part, and then that guy being the power back. Jonathan Taylor is pretty much just going to be like taken out of the equation. This quarterback is still here. Why? Why are you still available? Like, should we just be super weird and draft him too? Yeah, I'm gonna do that so no one else gets him. He's a 72 with hidden. Please don't have like X Factor. Like, don't make me make a decision between him and Kyle Trask next year. I don't want to start that guy. Probably in a fantasy style rebuild, I would start that guy, but since this is realistic, I'm not going to do that. Here, though, it's a pretty easy decision for me. Donovan Johnson. Looks really good. 70 with normal. Just going to be a backup safety. Definitely good to have solid backups at those positions. I don't know how no one took that quarterback. How does he make it to the 3rd round? Like, what even is that? Now we have a left end with 2nd round talent. Another pretty easy decision. 69. Nice. With normal development trait. Pretty good looking player, actually. He's very fast. I'm still so upset that the 1st round player we selected only had normal. I don't think I had any way of knowing the development traits of those guys. Because the Heisman winner was a middle linebacker. It wasn't any of them. There was no other good draft stories about those guys. So I was just really a shot in the dark, and I just chose wrong, I guess. Derek Clinton is going to be the last selection. This guy's hidden. Okay, he's a 66 overall. He's a pretty good looking player. I don't know if he'll get too much play time. He probably won't, but he'll be the backup middle linebacker, which is perfectly fine. All right, so here's the draft. We have a lot of high overalls, which is cool. Well, I'm really curious to see what those other defensive ends are looking like. They're probably better than the one we drafted, and I'm going to be really upset. This guy's a 78. That wasn't one of the defensive ends. Next, John Ross, maybe? I don't know. But here's Cedric Arthur. Okay. Tyron Crosby was one of the other ones we could have taken. He has normal. And then Gil Clifton was the last one. He also has normal. Alright, so we didn't really choose incorrectly. They just weren't as good as I thought they were going to be. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so the team for this next year is looking actually really good. 87 overall, 87 offense, 88 defense. I really hope Rojo can play well. I really do. Kyle Trask had a good year his rookie season. I think he can do that once again because he really just has a better group around him now. So he doesn't really have any excuses. And then defensively, dude, I'm still kind of feeling bad that we have Jair Alexander even on the team, but Madden's going to let me do it, so I'll do it. I don't know. Darius Leonard's developing incredibly well. So is DeForest Buckner. Okereke and Malik Hooker are both up to superstar as well. The team's looking pretty good. This team, it should be in the playoffs, but that doesn't really ever seem to matter when it comes to rebuilds. All right, at week 9, let's check out the record. We're 4-4 on top of the AFC South, so I guess that's good, but we're not doing too well. It's fine. I think we can kind of work through it. The team's up to an 88, though. 88 offense, 89 defense. Anything to reveal with any of these players? I don't really believe so, at least right now. A couple of these guys, though, do have hidden. We'll figure that out at the end of the season. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are all backups. That's fine. All right, so who has to come back to the team? Bobby Okereke is the top free agent. I really want him back. He's developing really well. Let's try to keep that going. Rakius Sin, I should probably bring back to the team as well for at least another couple seasons. He can be a good cornerback. Rodrigo Blankenship I want back. And that's honestly it. So just Rodrigo Blankenship, Rakius Sin, and Bobby Okereke for now. I think we should have the money for this. Okay, so we snuck into the playoffs. Going 8-8 this season. That's good enough for the top of the AFC South. Let's go. Kyle Trask, 3,787 yards. 31 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Not a bad season. Definitely worse than before, though. I'll take it. It's definitely not too bad. Ronald Jones was better, but still not great. Braden Kerner was okay. 3.8 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns. Maybe if he has, like, superstar, we can actually try to get him more involved. I don't really know just yet. Michael Pittman was fantastic. He had 17 touchdowns, 86 catches, 1,100 yards. Okay, that's awesome. Braden Smith was struggling a little bit, but everyone else played super well. Defensively, 110 tackles there for Bobby Okereke. We have 12 tackles for loss for Marcus Davenport, leading the team. 13.5 sacks for DeForest Buckner. 7.5 for Marcus Davenport. Where's the rookie? Cedric Arthur only got 2.5. That's sad. Bobby Okereke, though, had a really good year. Jair Alexander had 6 picks, though. I thought Bobby Okereke was going to lead the team. Rakius Sin had 2, Kenny Moore, Anthony Walker also with 2, and then Darius Leonard with 1. Jair Alexander had 2 touchdowns. He was a really good acquisition. I can't believe how easy it is to get him. It makes no sense. DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart, each with a safety. And then we have 1 blocked kick for Cedric Arthur. 21st on offense. We're just not getting too many yards, but that's okay sometimes. Defensively, we were 9th. That's pretty cool. It's falling off a little bit, actually. So that's not super great. Nobody from the Colts here in MVP, AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Patrick Mahomes. We do have Kyle Trask at number 10. Defensive Player of the Year is Myles Garrett. Bobby Okereke, though, at number 2. He might go up to X Factor. I wouldn't be surprised. Jair Alexander also made that list. Braden Kerner on the list for Offensive Rookie of the Year at number 2. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Alex Smart. We do have Cedric Arthur, though, at number 8. I'm really curious to see what this running back has in terms of development trait. But let's go ahead and see if we can take down the Browns. Not going to happen. They have an 89 overall team. We have a 91. I feel like we should win this game, but, you know, it's the Browns. Let's go. Advance by. We're not winning this. We lost 31-28, though. We actually put up a pretty good fight. Let's go to the Super Bowl here. The Super Bowl is between the Chiefs and the Bears. I definitely think the Chiefs are going to win, and they do. 34-31. All right, now, let's see who's up in development trait. Also, let's see what the development trait of this running back is. The running back just has star. He's an 80 overall, though. Michael Pittman is up to Superstar X Factor. Also, the backup quarterback has star. I'm glad it's not like Superstar or anything like that. I think I can still start Kyle Trask. He's been doing well enough to at least, you know, deserve the starting job at this point. Michael Pittman is up to a 90 as well. Man, okay, he's developing super well. Defensively, Bobby Okereke up to Superstar X Factor. I figured as much was going to happen. This team is looking really solid, I think. Also, Clinton is up to a 73. He could even start this next year. I don't know just yet. But yeah, the team's looking great. If there's even a better running back than Ronald Jones, I might switch him out. I'm sorry to keep, like, changing running backs. It's just so rough when you just have, like, okay seasons from your running backs, and then it impacts the entire team. Like, you never can really have a really good season if your running back doesn't put up, like, 1,200 yards. It's so rare. We have $5.5 million. We really can't bring in anyone. Kareem Hunt, potentially, he would play much better. I gave Ronald Jones a big contract, though. This is dumb, but I'll try to get him for a really small deal. Nobody's going after Kareem Hunt. He would make this team infinitely better if we could land him. He plays so much better than Ronald Jones does. We didn't get him after this week. Is he still getting no offers? He is. I'll raise this just a tad because we can still afford it. We got Kareem Hunt on the team. Okay, so just him and Rojo are probably going to operate as the one on the two. I could cut Ronald Jones, but I think it'll just not help the cap at all. Let me see. If we release him, we lose a lot of money. I'm going to keep him on the team then. So we have 4 good running backs. Whatever, it doesn't make too much sense. I might even move that power back to fullback just so he has a reason to stay on the team, and then we just have 3. Honestly, from my Falcons rebuild, I'm still just frustrated with kind of how that went, solely because of the running back situation, so I just wanted to make sure I got a good running back in this one, because I just didn't want to have a bunch of wasted seasons, you know, for no reason. But let's hop into this draft, and let's see when we select. We have the 20th overall pick. I'm going to simulate straight to that one. I didn't really do too much scouting. I know who won the Heisman, and that was it. And it was a free safety, so I'm not really interested. Let's just see who's still available here at pick number 20. This guy looks insane, just based on his combine. He can jump. That's pretty much it, though. Nothing else was that good. Here's a good-looking defensive end, Keith Stevens. Late first-round talent, so not great. This guy looks pretty good. Early first-round talent, he's looking like the selection. We have another early first-round talent. This time a defensive tackle. But this guy could probably play defensive tackle. How strong is he? 26 reps. Never mind. How fast is he? Actually, didn't see that. 4.74. Not too much of an edge. He could be all right there, probably. This guy looks really good. I think I'm going to go with Greg Smith. The more I look at this. Yeah, I'm going to go with Greg Smith. He looks really good. He's a 77, but he has normal. He's ranked number 3. We took him at number 20. 96 strength. Yeah, that was like the entire reason why I took him. I don't know who to take with this pick. Like, I have absolutely no clue. I'm going to go with Victor Sullivan. He's not good. The scout didn't do anything really there. All the scout did was, you know, scout like everybody in the first round. That was pretty much it. So once I get to the second round, I have no one scouted. I think I scouted like every linebacker. That was all I did. And then I left the rest up to the scout, and we're already out of people scouted. I'm going to go with one of the linebackers I scouted. There are some decent looking ones. Earl Jackson looks alright. I'll take him now, I guess. He's a 68. Certainly not a bad selection. I'm going to go to the end of the draft, though. I don't really have too much more interest in this one. Okay, let's go over the draft recap. Of course, I only made those 3 selections. The computer got me a 67, 66, a 69, and a 64. Jeremy Dickerson. Wait, he's a 69 with the last name Dickerson. And he has hidden. Just saying. Just casually the best draft pick I have ever seen. That's amazing. If only he was like number 69 or something in like true talent. I don't know if I can check that now. I don't think you can really, unless I just go through and count, but I'm not going to do that. Deandre Rush. Looks like the best player in this class. It's him and Thomas Madden. This was a really good defensive end class. Was Thomas Madden one of the guys I could have selected? I'm sure he was. This guy looks crazy good, though. 78 overall, 85 speed, 88 acceleration. He went number 1 overall. And then Thomas Madden, only normal, but he looks really good as well. There's a dude we drafted. A couple other 77s. Another defensive end. This guy's normal as well. Okay. That guy at the top looks really good, though. This is going to be the team here for probably the final season. It's a 91 overall, 91 offense, 91 defense. So very balanced. We now have Kareem Hunt at running back. He should play really well. And I think this should be the best season so far for this team. The offensive line is looking great. The wide receiver core is looking great. Brevin Jordan just had a good season. I think he can be fine at tight end again. And then on the defense, we have a bunch of X factors. We have one superstar. And Malik Hooker, but then like a couple star guys. There's good overalls around here. This team's good, okay? I don't want to drag on too much longer. This team's good. They should win games, but we'll see what happens, I guess. So the team isn't in the playoffs. 8-8 is the record. You're telling me this is an 8-8 caliber team. Not the best season, I guess. 29 touchdowns, 3,800 yards. Maybe we do need a new quarterback, because Kareem Hunt was fantastic. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe the rushing wasn't the issue. I didn't think Kyle Trask was playing too badly, though. Brevin Jordan, Michael Pittman both had really good seasons. 12 sacks led up for Orlando Brown is not great. Defensively, 120 tackles for Bobby Okereke. 10 tackles for loss for DeForest Buckner. We have 10 sacks for Cedric Arthur. There we go. 9.5 for Marcus Davenport. That's pretty sweet. Interceptions, 3 for Kenny Moore, 2 for Malik Hooker, 1 for a bunch of guys. All right, so this was a weird season. I'm just going to kind of skip over the awards and just go straight to next year. I don't want to spend too much time on this one. I guess maybe we do need a new quarterback. Like, I don't know. I thought Kyle Trask would have been it. I was going to put him in the title and the thumbnail and everything. I don't know anymore. But the Buccaneers and the Bengals are in the Super Bowl. I think we could still use him for another season. Maybe I can just like change the playbooks or something. The Buccaneers are going to win 35-29. Michael Pittman, I want back on the team. That's very obvious. Braden Smith, I would like back on the team. Kenny Moore, Julian Blackman. I hope we have enough money for this. We should. We still have a quarterback on a rookie contract. We don't have much money. Oh, no. Michael Pittman I need back, though. He's coming back to the team. All right, that's great to see there. Kenny Moore is probably the most expendable. Braden Smith, I really want back as well. We have, like, no money. Before I sign him back, let me see if I can free up any cap. There really isn't anyone else I can release, which does suck. I don't know if I can get back Braden Smith. We freed up like $2 million more, so maybe that's enough to get him now. He wants to play for a new team. I'm going to exploit this little thing where you just use a franchise tag, even if you don't have enough money. So we're going to get Braden Smith back on the team for this next year. I can replace these other guys if I really need to, because we are negative now. Okay, so I can't go into free agency either. So hopefully we can find some guys in the draft. But I do think with the change of playbook, this team will play fine this next season. I'm still upset that they didn't do well now. That makes no sense. Henry Ruggs is in free agency. That's crazy. Okay, so I can't sign anyone, obviously. I just wanted to look. Let's go to the draft, and hopefully we can get a cornerback and a safety. Just to play this last season, I think we should be able to do that. Let's just see who's available. I don't even really need a corner that badly. I do need a safety more than a cornerback, though. And there are no good safeties. Great. Any good cornerbacks? Yeah, there's a couple. Greg Toon, Marquell Claiborne. You have early first-round talent. I'm probably going to take Greg Toon. He looks like the best option right now. Maybe he can play safety. He's a 76 with normal. What is his zone looking like? 76 zone. He could play safety if I need him to. Okay, that works. And then I can just have Jair Alexander, Rock Ya-Sin be the corners, and then just have some random third corner to be the slot. That can be fine. Or if I land a safety here who's at least decent, we can go ahead and start him. No one too great. There was a 7.0 combine grade free safety. I'm going to take him now. Please be good. That would be huge. Oh, he's amazing. Let's go. That was a perfect draft pick. Sweet. Okay, so we got a safety and we got a cornerback. That's all I needed. Not going to lie, we lucked out there. That worked out very well. I'll take one more player and then simulate. Let's see who's still here. Anyone decent? Let me check out who we have scouted. Anyone with like a good gem or anything like that. 4th round receiver. 3rd round cornerback, 2nd round tight end. A couple 2nd round receivers as well. I'm going to go with the 2nd round tight end. We'll get a good backup. Why not? Brian Harris. Let's go. 69. There we go. Normal development, but that's fine. Let's go to the end of the draft now. All right, so we drafted exactly what we needed. We didn't really get anyone like crazy good. We got 2 76s. That's always fun. But nobody with hidden. It's okay, though. I don't think the development trait's really going to matter too much. for this final season. Let's just see who the best player in the class was. It is a 79 overall defensive tackle and another 79 overall defensive tackle. Those guys both look pretty nuts. Okay, so the team for the final season. Now, this is definitely going to be the final season. 91 overall, 93 offense, 89 defense. Weathersby looks like an interesting player. He has had a development trait. But anyway, we have a really good offense. This team should not struggle. We have really good defense as well, but I was just pointing out the offense. This team should not struggle. I think we should be fine. This guy has a hidden development trait. Okay, well, Jet's going to be playing strong safety. Let me make that shift really quickly. There we go. He's over there at strong safety. So yeah, this team should be perfectly fine for this next season. We also got another hidden development trait guy. Why did the computer get so many hiddens? This team, I think, should have definitely made the playoffs last year. Sadly, they did not. I'm now using the Titans offensive playbook. That's usually my go-to. I was trying out some other stuff for this video. I used the Colts for a little bit, and then I switched to the Chiefs. I want to try the Chiefs offensive playbook because the Chiefs usually still play well when they don't have a high overall running back, so I figured why not try it. I know, obviously, we don't have Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, and that's usually why they play well, but maybe we could have gotten similar results. That was my whole thought process. But anyway, I will see you guys now at the end of the season. All right, we made the playoffs. 9-7. Why can't we have, like, a really good year with this team? Maybe Kyle Trask isn't really doing much. Okay, wait, hang on. Never mind. Never mind again. 19 interceptions. A bit too much, but 35 touchdowns, 4,400 yards. I mean, I'll take that. That's fine. Rushing, Kareem Hunt, a little bit worse, but still good. 10 touchdowns for him. Michael Pittman was fantastic. Brevin Jordan was really good too. Juju Smith-Schuster, almost 1,000 yards once again. The tackles aren't playing the best, but it's okay. They played well enough. 125 tackles for Darius Leonard. 11 tackles for loss for Greg Smith. We have 11 sacks for Marcus Davenport. 7 for Cedric Arthur. He also went up in development trade. I never pointed that out. I didn't notice it until I was looking over the team right before I simulated. But yeah, he's up to star. 2 picks for 3 different players, and then 1 interception for a lot of guys down there. That's fine. We were 8th in the NFL on offense. And then defensively, top half of the league? Yeah, 13th. That's at least right. MVP was Aaron Rodgers. Kyle Trask anywhere? No. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Josh Allen. Kyle Trask at number 10, Defensive Player of the Year. Nobody from the Colts, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Probably no one from the Colts. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Christian Jett. Greg Toon at number 2 then. Alright. Javier Warwick at number 7. Pretty cool, I guess. I don't even really know who that was. Was he like one of the hidden development guys we had? I don't remember. But anyway, let's see if we can take down the Patriots. Probably not, because I feel like my playoff luck has been really bad lately. I'm sure we have a higher overall team. We're at 94. They're at 86. They have Bobby Wagner, though. That's interesting. But please let me win this game. We totally should. Don't let this one be a complete failure. And this one's a complete failure. It happens. It happened last time, too. I'm in a bit of a slump when it comes to rebuilds. I feel like realistic rebuilds are like, either you're very, very successful, or you're like on the brink of success the entire time. That's kind of just what it feels like for me. But the Browns and the Seahawks in Super Bowl 59. Let's advance by. And I think the Browns are going to win. They do not. 24-17. The Seahawks are going to win that one. But let's just take one final look at the team as I do my outro. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this one was still pretty enjoyable, even though none of the records were really that good. We have some good development traits here, though, like Michael Pittman up to Superstar X Factor very soon, up to a 96 overall as well. Kyle Trask finally went up in development trait. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.